This lunatic, Kevin, oh my God! No, pile driver, God! Well, to end Orton's career there, of course, Cody Rhodes is down as
Randy is my generation's Shawn Michaels. He has understanding of nuance and how important it is. He has the best timing of anybody. He's always there. He's never late. He shows emotion as a performer. He's incredible. He makes difficult look simple.
Injury to one of the most iconic superstars in wrestling history, Randy Orton. Known as the Legend Killer, Orton has entertained millions with his unparalleled skill, intensity, and charisma for over 2 decades. But now, his career and life have taken an unimaginable turn. The incident that has shaken the wrestling world to its core occurred during a heated confrontation with Kevin Owens, leaving Orton unable to speak, a development that has sent shockwaves through fans, wrestlers, and the entire WWE. The shocking announcement came directly from WWE officials and was later confirmed by close associates of Randy Orton. During what was supposed to be a standard match, a devastating sequence of events unfolded, resulting in severe trauma to Orton's neck and vocal cords. The injury, described as career-altering by medical
fans on X, have theorized that Orton could be returning during the match to potentially cost Owens the WWE title. Now, this may be far too soon, as the annual Survivor Series is just a few short weeks away. There were rumors that Orton vs. KO would be on the Saturday night's main event card next month, and this would give Orton over a month off to sell the impact to the piledriver. Whilst Orton is locked into a blood feud with Owens, it appears that all roads, pun intended, lead to an eventual Orton vs. Rhodes WWE title showdown, potentially at WrestleMania 41 next April. What are your thoughts on WWE handling this storyline? Let us know in the comments.
Professionals has left Orton unable to communicate verbally a terrifying reality for a man whose promos and verbal sparring were as iconic as his in-ring performances. This devastating development has sparked an outpouring of emotion from fans and WWE legends alike. For many, Randy Orton was more than just a wrestler. He was an era-defining superstar, a third-generation performer who carried the legacy of his family while carving out his own legendary path. And now, as the WWE Universe comes to terms with this tragedy, the question looms: what does this mean for Orton's future, for WWE, and for the industry as a whole? Paul Heyman, never one to mince words, delivered a heartfelt statement on Randy's injury. Randy Orton is not just one of the greatest performers of our generation, he is one of the greatest storytellers this business has ever known. For him to lose his voice, both literally and metaphorically, is a loss for all of us who love and respect this industry. Randy doesn't just wrestle, he makes you feel. And now, he's facing a battle none of us saw coming. During a brutal match on WWE programming, Kevin Owens delivered a series of high-impact moves that culminated in a devastating blow to Orton's throat. While the move appeared routine at first, the aftermath was anything but. Orton immediately clutched his neck, struggling to breathe as officials rushed to his aid. The match was stopped and Orton was stretchered out of the arena, leaving fans in stunned silence. Reports later revealed the extent of the damage. Medical evaluations confirmed that Orton had suffered severe damage to his larynx and surrounding structures, leading to a complete loss of speech. The injury has not only jeopardized his wrestling career, but also altered his daily life in ways unimaginable. Speaking through a close...
I think do this for as long as I can and make sure, and we brought up my wife Kim on a couple occasions, told me, she goes, when it's time to hang him up, I'll let you know. So not, if this is when I need to hang him up, I don't want to go here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't want to retire and have a last match and then leave the company and have another last match and then another one. I like John. God, that makes me feel so old.
His friend, Orton expressed his devastation. "This is the toughest fight I've ever faced. Wrestling was my voice, my passion, my everything. I don't know what comes next, but I'm grateful for everyone who has supported me. John Cena, a longtime rival and a friend of Orton, shared his thoughts in a heartfelt message. Randy Orton is one of the toughest and most talented men I've ever had the privilege of sharing the ring with. This injury doesn't define him, it's just another challenge for him to overcome. And if there's one thing I know about Randy, it's that he's a fighter. This isn't the end of his story. It's just a new chapter, and I know he'll write it with the same grit and determination that made him a legend. Randy has always been one of the best. Watching him grow from a young, cocky kid into one of the greatest of all time has been an honor. This injury is a tragedy, but it doesn't erase everything he's accomplished. Legends don't fade, they adapt. As one of the most marketable and consistent performers in the company, Orton's absence creates a significant void. For years, he has been a cornerstone of WWE programming, headlining pay-per-views, driving merchandise sales, and captivating audiences with his larger-than-life persona. His iconic finisher, the RKO, became a cultural phenomenon, spawning countless memes and viral moments. Now, WWE faces the daunting task of moving forward without one of its most bankable stars. WWE officials have already begun strategizing on how to address Orton's absence. Creative teams are reportedly scrambling to adjust storylines, while the marketing department is exploring ways to honor Orton's legacy through special events and merchandise. Meanwhile, superstars like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens are being positioned to step up and fill the void left by Orton. But as Paul Heyman pointed out, there will never...
Well, I'm going to be out a very long time, but the part that kind of breaks my heart the most is there's a good chance that I won't be able to come back.
Money's good, the talent's good, the locker room's great. I have a good relationship with all the people that are in charge, and I don't see why I would change that. And I only see all of those different variables I just mentioned. I only see them getting better over the coming years. So at 41, I can honestly say if I'm on a contract where I'm able to still wrestle a handful of years in my late 40s, possibly even as I'm a 50-year-old man, I would love to do it. My big thing, and my wife Kim has promised me that if she looks at me and she thinks that I'm becoming a parody of myself, or if I'm unable to do the things that the fans need to be able to physically see me do in order for them to believe, that an RKO still has as much sting as it once did.
Ever be another Randy Orton? You can't replace a legend, you can only honor them. Fans have flooded social media with messages of support for Orton, sharing their favorite memories and expressing hope for his recovery. Hashtags like #ThankYouRandy and #RKO Forever have been trending worldwide, showcasing the deep connection fans feel with the legend killer. One fan wrote, "Randy Orton gave us 2 decades of unforgettable moments. Now it's our turn to give him the love and support he deserves." Another added, "The Viper may be down, but he's not out. We believe in you, Randy." While WWE has made significant strides in protecting its performers, incidents like Orton's injury serve as a sobering reminder of the risks involved. Wrestlers put their bodies on the line every time they step into the ring, and the physical toll is often unseen by fans. In light of Orton's injury, WWE officials are reportedly reviewing safety protocols and considering additional measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. As Orton begins his journey toward recovery, the wrestling world is rallying around him. Fellow superstars have visited him at home, offering their support and encouragement. One of Orton's closest friends in the locker room shared, "Randy is a warrior. He's been through so much in his career, and I have no doubt he'll face this challenge with the same determination that made him a legend." In one such message, he wrote, "Thank you to everyone who has reached out. Your love and support mean the world to me. I may not be..."
We talked about Cena quite a bit. I feel like...
To answer it. Wheatley, Randy, we don't know what's going to happen. If you're talking about the end, which I don't see, I don't see that, but who would you want to wrestle? If you could pick somebody.
So I'm 44. I'd like to wrestle at least until I'm 50.
Able to talk right now, but my fight isn't over. I'll find a way back stronger than ever. While the road ahead is uncertain, one thing is clear: Randy Orton's legacy is untouchable. He has already secured his place among the greatest to ever step foot in a WWE ring. This injury, as devastating as it is, cannot erase the impact he has had on the industry and the millions of fans who have cheered for him over the years. In the words of Triple H, Randy Orton's story isn't over. It's just evolving. And when the time comes, he'll remind the world why he's one of the greatest of all time. Until then, the WWE Universe will continue to honor the legend killer, cherishing the memories he has given us and standing by his side as he faces the toughest battle of his life. The WWE Universe is reeling from one of the most shocking and devastating developments in recent memory. Randy Orton, the legend killer, the apex predator, a man whose name is etched in the annals of professional wrestling history, has suffered a catastrophic injury. The incident, which occurred during a brutal confrontation with Kevin Owens, has left Orton unable to speak, a heartbreaking twist for one of WWE's most iconic figures. As fans and fellow wrestlers struggle to come to terms with the gravity of the situation, the wrestling world is coming together to honor Randy's legendary career, his private life, and his indelible impact on the industry. Randy Orton's journey through professional wrestling is the stuff of legend. Born into a wrestling dynasty, Randy is the son of Cowboy Bob Orton, a WWE Hall of Famer. From an early age, it was clear that Randy was destined for greatness. His journey began in 2002 when he debuted as a fresh-faced rookie with a chip on his shoulder and a world of potential ahead of him. Over the years, Randy evolved from a brash newcomer into one of the most decorated and respected superstars in WWE history. His list of accolades is staggering: 14-time world champion, Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner, and countless unforgettable moments that have defined an era. But Randy Orton's story isn't just about championships and accolades. It's about resilience, evolution, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. From his early days as the cocky legend killer, taking down some of the biggest names in wrestling history, to his later years as the cold, calculating apex predator, Randy has always been a master of reinvention. He has faced setbacks, injuries, and personal challenges, but each time, he has returned stronger, more determined, and more focused. In his private life, Randy Orton is a devoted family man. Married to Kim Orton, with whom he shares a blended family, Randy has often spoken about the importance of his wife and children. Despite his intense schedule and the physical toll of his career, Randy has always prioritized his family, often sharing glimpses of his life outside the ring on social media. Wrestling has given me everything, but my family is my
Next thing, what's that thing that would be the next apex, next peak? What is it that Randy Orton has left to do in the wrestling space besides be incredible and beloved and all those things that you will be? But what is the goal? What's the task?
I think, answer your question honestly, and have done it before me, and tore the house down.
Oh, yeah.
It depends who's on top. If you were to ask me that question now and I had to give you an answer, I'd say you.
If I can't do all those things, she's promised me that she's going to let me know that it's time to hang up the boots in his shoes one day, where I can be happy with my body of work and just kind of sit back, be grandpa, and watch your grandkids play and have been a WWE superstar. And that's all I need to be.
anchor. Randy once said, "They keep me grounded, they give me strength, and they remind me what I'm fighting for." Sources close to the Orton family have described the emotional toll this ordeal has taken on everyone involved. Randy's inability to speak has added an additional layer of complexity to an already challenging situation. Yet, despite the adversity, the Orton family remains united and resilient. "Randy is a fighter," Kim Orton reportedly said. "He's faced challenges before, and this is no different. We're standing by his side every step of the way." Social media platforms were flooded with messages of support, tributes, and heartfelt memories from fans around the world. The hashtags #ThankYouRandy and #RKO forever began trending almost immediately, a testament to the deep connection fans feel with the Apex Predator. One fan wrote, "Randy Orton isn't just a wrestler. He's a legend, an inspiration, and a part of our lives. We're with you, Randy, now and always." Another tweeted, "This isn't the end for Randy Orton. Legends don't retire, they become immortal. Stay strong, Randy." John Cena, a longtime rival and friend, took to social media to write, "Randy Orton has always been one of the toughest, most talented, and most dedicated people I've ever met. This injury is a setback."
Our first story looks at WWE announces Randy Orton's injury. Now our top story today takes a look at the fallout from WWE's injury angle with Randy Orton and how it appears that the WWE legend is going to be out of action for some time. Orton was taken away in an ambulance on Smackdown this week after his former friend Kevin Owens hit a devastating piledriver on him. Now the piledriver is a banned move in WWE, so this was a huge deal, and WWE have quite rightly portrayed the piledriver as being one of the most dangerous moves there is. In an update on WWE's Resident Viper, WWE took to their socials last night to state, after last night's brutal attack by Kevin Owens on SmackDown, Randy Orton has been diagnosed with a cervical cord neurofracture. There is no timetable for his return. Now this of course is a kayfabe injury, yet the nature of the kayfabe injury suggests that Orton will be taking time off. It's not exactly clear what the WWE's creative direction is for Orton, however we can assume that Cody Rhodes vs KO Part 2 for Survivor Series is the plan.
But it's not the end. I know Randy, and I know he'll overcome this. Triple H, another figure who has been instrumental in Randy's career, expressed his admiration for Orton's resilience, saying, "Randy Orton is the embodiment of what it means to be a WWE superstar. His legacy is untouchable, and I have no doubt that he'll find a way to rise above this." Randy Orton is one of the best to ever do it. Watching him grow into the performer he is today has been an honor. This injury is a tragedy, but it doesn't define him. Randy's legacy is already cemented, and I believe he'll continue to inspire no matter what the future holds. As one of WWE's top stars, Orton has been a cornerstone of the company's programming for years. His matches, rivalries, and storylines have consistently drawn viewers and created memorable moments. Without Orton, WWE faces the challenge of filling the void left by his absence. Superstars like Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre are stepping up to carry the torch, but as Paul Heyman aptly put it, you don't replace a Randy Orton. You honor him and you build on the foundation he's created. Whether he returns to the ring or transitions into a new role within WWE, Randy's impact on the industry is undeniable. His resilience, determination, and love for wrestling have inspired countless fans and fellow superstars. As the WWE Universe continues to rally around him, Randy's legacy as one of the greatest of all time remains unshakable. In his own words, shared through a statement released by his family, Randy expressed his gratitude for the overwhelming support he has received. "Thank you to everyone who has reached out, shared your love, and reminded me why I do what I do. This isn't the end, it's just a new challenge. And if there's one thing I know, it's how to fight. I'll be back." In the meantime, we celebrate his incredible career, his contributions to wrestling, and the countless moments he has given us. The Apex Predator may be down, but he is far from out. His story, his legacy, and his impact will live on, not just in the ring, but in the hearts of everyone who has ever been captivated by the legend killer.
Did you know a current WWE legend was close to having a completely different role if he couldn't come back from injury? Randy Orton's long-awaited comeback at Survivor Series last year will go down as one of the great WWE returns. But what if it never happened? Due to a back injury that had built up over time, Randy Orton began an 18-month absence from wrestling in the spring of 2022, and while he was away, there wasn't much positive news, with some reports at the time suggesting that he may have to end his iconic career due to his back injuries. However, he was also open to a very different role if he couldn't come back. In a recent interview, Randy Orton revealed that he would have been eager to continue on with WWE even if his days as an active wrestler had ended. He also said that he'd have become a coach, or a trainer, or even a producer to remain part of the WWE into his retirement. Do you think Randy Orton will make a great coach one day? Let us know in the comments and like and subscribe for more wrestling content.